Dear students, in this video lecture, I am going to explain what is a sorting, what is the importance of sorting, and what are the various sorting techniques are available. Now I start with the definition of sorting. What is meant by sorting? A sorting is the process of arranging the elements of a list in either ascending or descending order. So sorting, the definition of sorting is arranging the elements of a list into either ascending or descending order. Let you know what is the importance of sorting, where we have to use the sorting concept. The sorting can be used in many situations in our real-time applications to identify the list of items easily. For example, I want to know which student has got highest marks or which student has got first rank in the class. For that I had to sort the student names based on the marks. So this is the one application where we have to use sorting concept. Coming to the second example, suppose one organization having employees. Now I want to uh, sort the names of employees in the given organization. Again we have to use sorting technique to sort the employees in the given organization based on the surnames. This is the second example where we are using the sorting techniques. Coming to the third example, suppose I want to give the roll numbers to the students based on the alphabetical order of the names. Again, it is one more application of sorting where we require. So for that, first I had to arrange the names of a students in sorted order based on their names. After sorting the names of a students based on their names, then I have to allocate the roll numbers to the students. This is one more example where we have to use the sorting concept. And go take the one more example, sorting the menu items based on the alphabet order. Suppose most of the time we people went to the hotel. So in hotel we have to observe the menu card. In the menu card, the dishes or items, food items have been placed based on the alphabetical order. This is the one more example where we had to use the sorting technique to arrange the food items on the menu in the alphabetical order. Next example is a dictionary. In the dictionary, the words have been arranged based on the alphabetical order of the words. So we have to sort the words of a dictionary based on the alphabetical order so that we can refer easily the meanings of the words in the dictionary. So these are the various examples where we can use the sorting concept. Now I will explain some of the sorting techniques available in our syllabus. So as per the university syllabus, in the first year PPS subject, we have three sorting techniques. One is selection sort, second one is bubble sort, and third one is insertion sort. Let me explain all these three sorting techniques one by one. First of all, I am going to explain the selection sort technique. So what is the technique involved in the selection sort? To sort the list of elements. First, the general technique using in the selection sort. So in this selection sort, we are using the concept what we call pass. What we call pass. Suppose a list having n elements, we need n minus 1 passes to arrange the elements of the list. So actually in first pass what we are doing, suppose a list contains n elements a1, a2 and so on an. Now in the selection sort what we are doing is select a smallest element among the list of elements a1 to an. Once you identify the smallest element in the list, that smallest element has to be placed in the first location, that is called a1 location, so that a1 is sorted. So if a list contains n elements, by completion of n minus 1 passes, your list is going to be sorted. In each pass, what we are doing is in selection sort, identify the smallest element in the list, place that smallest element in the appropriate location. In pass 1, first identify the smallest element among the n elements in the given list. That smallest element has to be placed in the first location, so that the first element is placed in the sorted place. That means a1 is sorted. Next, pass 2. In pass 2 what you have to do? In pass 1, one element is sorted and sorted element is placed in the a1. In pass 2 what you have to do is again find a smallest element from the list a2 to an. Why? Because a1 is already sorted. From the remaining elements a2 to an, again we have to find or select a smallest element, place that smallest element in the a2 location, so that a1 and a2 are going to be sorted. So once the pass 2 is over, in our list of n elements, a1 and a2 have been sorted. Similarly, the same process you will continue up to n minus 1 passes. So in the last pass n minus 1, what we are doing is at the end we have only two elements n minus 1 and nth values. From these two values we have to find the smallest one and place in the n minus 1 location, so that all the elements in the list a1 to an have been sorted. This is the general procedure we have to use to sort the list using the selection sort. Let me explain briefly once again what is a selection sort. A selection sort is a technique applied to the list to arrange the list elements in sorted order. In selection sort, if the list contains n elements, we require n minus 1 passes to sort the list. In each pass, you have to select smallest element and the selected smallest element placed in the appropriate location, so that your list is going to be sorted. This is the general technique used in the selection sort to perform the sorting for the given list. Now let me explain the selection sort technique with the example. Suppose we have the list. Now this list contains 7 elements 12, 34, 28, 40 to 19. So the list stored in the array the, in the index values as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already you know. So the list contains 7 elements stored in the memory in the index values 0 to 6. Is it clear? Now apply the selection sort. So for these 7 elements, identify the smallest element. What is the smallest element here? So 2 is the smallest element. Now this smallest element 2 has to be placed in first location. In first location 12 is there, where we have to find the smallest element 2 in fifth location, fifth index. Now we have to interchange. After interchanging, we have to get 2 in the first location. In the place of 2, 12 is interchanged. Now this is the pass 1. In pass 1, what happened? I had to find smallest element in the given list, that is 2, and that selected smallest element 2 has to be placed in the first location with the help of swap. Now your list is sorted with the first element. One element is sorted in pass 1. Is it clear, all of you? Now take the pass 2. In pass 2, again find the smallest element from the second element to last element. Again see, first element is already sorted, so from second element means 34 to 19 we have to find the smallest element. From 34 to 19, what is the smallest element? 8. Now once you find the smallest element in any pass, that smallest element has to be placed in the appropriate location. In second pass, the selected smallest element has to be placed in the second location of given list. So in second location, what is the value? 34. So the smallest element we have to selected is 8. Now 8 is placed in the second location and 34 is placed in the 8. For that we are using the swap. These two values has to be interchanged. Now in the second pass, what we are doing is finding the second smallest element from the list, second location to the last. That second smallest element placed in the second location. Now after second pass is over, 2 elements have been sorted. First one is 2, it is already sorted in pass 1, and 8 is sorted for the second pass. Now the selected element is available in the location 3 as per the index. Now after second pass is over, our 2 elements in the list have been sorted. Now we have to take the pass 3. In pass 3, what we are doing is, first 2 is already sorted. Now from third element to last element, that means from 20 to 19, again we find the smallest element. From 20 to 19, what is the smallest element? 12. Now 12 is there in the location, that means the index at 5. That's why we have written location is 5. So in the location 5, we have been found the element is small. Now this small element has to be placed in the third location, that means 20. Now using the swap concept again, we have to interchange these two, so that after third pass is over, 3 elements in the list have been sorted. What are those? 2, 8, 12. Now after pass 3 is over, 3 elements have been sorted. Now we have to take remaining passes. Now you take the fourth pass. In fourth pass, first 3 have been already sorted. Now you consider the list from fourth element to last. From fourth element to last means 34 to 19. From 34 to 19, what is the smallest value? 19. Now 19 is placed in 34 location. Now these two have been swapped. Now 4 elements have been sorted: 2, 8, 12, 19. After fourth pass is over, 4 elements in the list have been sorted. Next, consider the fifth pass. In fifth pass, again we have to repeat the same process. What is that process? To select the smallest element. In fifth pass, we select the smallest element from fifth element to last. What is the fifth element here? 4th index. 4th index means 40 to 34. 40 to 34, the smallest is 20. Now the 20 and 40 have been replaced. After fifth pass is over, in this example, 5 elements have been sorted. What are those? 2, 8, 12, 19, 20. Now you go to the sixth pass. In sixth pass, again you have to use same process. Find the smallest element from 40 to 34. 40 to 34, the smallest element is 34. Now you have to swap 34 and 40. Now 34 has to place in the 40th location. So now all the elements have been sorted: 2, 8, 12, 19, 20, 34, 40. Now we get the sorted list. When we get the sorted list after 6th pass is over. As you know, the list is sorted in 6 passes of the list having 7 elements. In general, if a list contains n elements, the maximum number of passes required to arrange the list in sorted order is n-1 passes. For this example, our list contains 7 elements. We required to perform the passes 6 times. That means n-1 means 7 minus 1, 6 passes. Once the 6th pass is over, the list is going to be sorted. Now this is the example how you can sort the elements of the given list using the selection or sort technique. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, good. See you in the next video. Thank you.